Edmund the General, also known as the brand. Coming at y'all guys with another rant. I just saw something that oh shit. I'm making some coffee and I totally forgot. I'm supposed to put a new pot in. I have to replace it soon, don't I? Yeah, it's full. Okay. Yeah, I gotta replace it. All right. Yeah, my rant. What was I saying? Yeah, I just saw something that was pretty interesting just now. Two things. The first thing I saw was the quote unquote interview with Jadakiss, Fat Joe, and Jim Jones. Now, I remember, I don't even know how long ago. Could have been like a month, could have been 2 months ago. I don't remember. But for some time ago, I did a clip talking about Jim Jones, pretty much Harlem niggas, right? I did a clip about Harlem niggas, and that shit went viral. You could take a look on my page. It went viral. This isn't the first time I went viral, by the way. Like, shit. This isn't the first time I went viral. And not just with this, but like companies and business organizations, shit like that. So this isn't my first time. But that went viral. And ever since that time, Jim Jones has been like making appearances and going on shows and talking his shit right now, which is pretty interesting. Do I have anything to do with it? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do. And some people actually are recognizing the power that I got. Now, when I saw the interview with Jadakiss, Fat Joe, and Jim Jones, I knew at that moment what Jim Jones was doing. He was talking his shit first and foremost. I understand that. But he's deliberately talking some shit that he knows he can't back up. Because he just wants to be in the algorithm. He wants to start something. He's just planting seeds. And he's just shooting a shot out there. And he just wants to see if anyone would take a grasp at it. So he shot a shot at one of the gods, Nas. He knows, everybody knows, that he can't beat Nas in anything. Lyrically, he can't do it. Album-wise, he can't do it. Sales, he can't do it. None of those apply. He's disqualified. He's not even disqualified. He's not even qualified to even have that type of a conversation between him and Nas. His catalog is too small. His sales are too small. But Jim Jones knows this. He knows it. What was disappointing for me in that, it wasn't necessarily that, because I'm sure any one of us who's actually trying to get their name popping and try to go viral, you're gonna say something reckless maybe, or something just new, and that was new for the algorithm. And what he did was pretty smart. I thought it was pretty smart. He shot out Nas, knowing that he's retired, knowing that he may not say anything, and I wouldn't encourage Nas to say anything at all either, for real. What's the point? You're caked up. You did your part for hip hop. You still making music. He's been still making music. Keep in mind, boys and girls, even in 2024, sorry, even in 2020, what did he drop? Like 4 to 6 albums still? He's still going. So it's not like he's not in the game. It's just that I think it's it's a group of people that have grown up with Nas that are still bumping his music, like me, for example. I listen to a lot of people to these days. You know what's even crazier? I'm listening to my playlist whenever I'm out, and I swear, like the majority of my catalog is like a graveyard. I'm listening to Sean Price, listening to Big L, listening to OC. I'm listening to even the Fushnikins. They're not dead, but the Fushnikins, DMX, Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, Lord Infamous, Koopstanika, Trouble. Who else? Like, I got a whole list of people that I still listen to. I can't forget the Locks, Jadakiss, Styles P, Chic Luch, Project Pat, 3-6 Mafia, Dawes Effects, EPMD, Redman. Oh man, Redman. Redman. I love this music, man. Redman. The beats, raunchy, analog, rough. Busta Rhymes from his albums The Coming, When Disaster Strikes, Anarchy, Genesis, like. Anyways, even Dipset. I listened to Dipset too. Where was I going with this again? There was a reason why I was going with this. Frig, I lost my train of thought. In any case, where is this thing right here? Yeah, this isn't like a professional rant. I'm not editing. I'm just ranting. But I have something to say. Oh yeah, so when it comes to Jim Jones and the way how he was going about that thing, yeah. What was I saying? Okay, yeah. I was disappointed in the way how things were when he was up on the Fat Joe and Jadakiss podcast. Because when I was looking at Shannon Sharpe and Ocho when he was on their podcast, when Jim Jones was on their podcast, Shannon Sharpe stood 10 toes down. He fought for Nas. He fought for what he believed in, and he stood on business. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't really back down. He actually stood his ground, went back and forth, even though I know it wasn't that serious. As in, like, there's no real animosity between the both of them. They're just two individuals who have their differences in taste of music. Jim Jones, as a rapper, he's not going to stand down. If he believes that he's that great, he believes he's that great. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, for example, like, I could go head to head with Jim Jones. My album, the album's called My Thought Process is Strategic, Contradictions. That album will destroy Jim Jones easily. From songs like Chop Chop the Prayer, Going to the Top, Watch Your Best Friend. Watch Your Best Friend is a classic song. Love is Love. I'm the best. Like, I'm better than Jim Jones. So for Jim Jones to even think that he's better than Nas, that's insane, because even I know where I stand, how high I can grasp. I could try to reach, but I'm not that tall to get up to Nas's level. No, I'm not there yet. But I know I could compete with them. Lyrically, bar for bar, I know I could compete with them. There's no doubt about that. I can go up against anyone, for real. So when Jim Jones was on the Joe and Jada podcast, they were too passive for me. I didn't like that. They didn't stand up for him. I know that they're both artists. But I just didn't like it, and I think it's because after I saw the Shannon Sharpe thing, it's like, wow. I gotta give Shannon Sharpe much love for that, even though I know it's not real. That there's no real animosity, because obviously they're doing it so that they can get in the algorithm, and that's what Jim Jones spoke about in that show, that Shannon Sharpe and Ocho podcast, because he understood about the algorithm. He understood about that, and especially when you're building momentum, you don't want to slow things down. When you see that your name is buzzing and you're doing, and it's grasping at things. He said it best. I think he said something along the lines of, you got to get paid. I think that's what he said, and that's not even verbatim. That's just me just summarizing for what he was saying. It's like once you're in the algorithm, you got to capitalize on that, and once you capitalize on that, of course, the intention is to get some money. That's what he's been doing. So he's been playing the game, and saying shit that he knows that this, it's gonna get people wilding out. It's like the Orlando Brown. Orlando Brown, when he was at the beginning, when he was talking this shit, talking in riddles, you will listen to what he's saying, and people are like, "Yo, he's so deep. He doesn't want to say certain things and blah blah blah." But then when I listen to him, it's like it's nothing but he's just talking shit. Like some weird sentences, combinations. It's just weird for me. He's just saying shit to say shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep. And like talking about eating out Raven and this. Come on, man. I can't do it with Orlando Brown. Don't get me wrong. He's a cool guy. He's funny. He could sing. He could rap. I got nothing but love for this man. But when it comes to him doing his rants on his interviews, there's nothing deep about what he's saying. There's no read between the lines type of thing. He's just talking shit and rambling about whatever's on his mind for that time, so we can just get some laughs and giggles and be in the algorithm. He's just be in the algorithm, have to gain that kind of clout. I think that's the remedy. So I think that's why people try to go viral by doing like stupid shit, because that's what it's all about these days. Stupid shit. There's only this one person that I've seen so far in the past week. I'm talking about in a week time. I believe he was Nigerian, and from what I read, he just invented an earpiece that you could put inside your ear where it could translate up to 40 plus languages. So if someone's talking to you when you're listening to it through there, it transmits that information to you in a language that you understand. So if they're speaking Spanish, but you speak Chinese, if they're speaking to you or you're hearing a conversation that they're saying, and it's transmitting to you, it transmits to you that information from what they're saying, and it's like it can interpret it. It's like, oh shit, I understand what he's saying. That will create a perfect communication system, and it'll actually break barriers. That's pretty cool to me. That's just what I find. But going back to the Jim Jones and his claim that he's better than Nas, we all know it's bullshit. He knows it's bullshit. It's not real. It's not real. And he's just doing that so that he can get in the algorithm to maintain his name. And with that, he'll get more interviews. They'll have more conversations. They'll have people like me talking about it. And it's a conversation to have. It keeps people occupied. It keeps people excited. It gets people numbers, depending on what channel that they have. If their channel will actually pick up some viewers and subscribers from there, I understand. Just like you guys know me, I just do it for me. And if you just so happen to listen to the stuff that I say and you like it, hey, cool, hit that like button. Share the content. But I'm personally just putting things on my channel for my for my personal use. I just tend to do things so that I can just collect some kind of information. Then I can see a timeline of myself and things that I've done during that course of time. To say, all right, I see myself starting from this point, and this is where I ended up over here, with no intention of doing this professionally. I already done that before. I think I said this before in a couple videos before, where I've already done this before, where you get paid from Google Ads, and you get monetized and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, okay, cool. If it just so happens that I get monetized, cool. I'm not going to complain about that, but that's not my main focus. My main focus is to just put on things that I like to talk about, do reviews about things that I like. It's all about me. Selfishly, this is all about me. It's all about me. But yeah, Fat Joe and Jada, when they were just sitting there just looking at him in amazement, and they didn't put up a fight to even defend Nas, that kind of pissed me off a little bit. Shannon Sharpe stood 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? Stood 10 toes down. I liked it. It was a great back and forth. There wasn't no real, I guess, as I said, animosity between the two. Why can't people just do that now? Where, especially like if you're like in the roast game, if you're like roasting somebody, you don't necessarily have to take it that serious. Like I don't. Whenever somebody would roast me, I kind of laugh because to me it's funny, and then and if I'm gonna be roasting you back, I don't want you to get all angry and start like flagging me and shit. Like, you hit me, then I'm gonna smack you back. You know what I'm saying? This is some good coffee. Really good coffee. Real good coffee. Yeah. I actually needed that coffee. It's been a long night, a long morning. I'm just nursing it because I'm just trying to enjoy the taste as it goes down the throat into the belly. You know what I'm saying? No pause needed. No pause needed. That's some good coffee for real. Well, I think that's all for my rant for the time being. I used a little bit of time that I have before I go back into work. But I gotta say one thing though. I'm a little jealous of some people who just stay online and just talk shit all day. How do y'all make money? I know a few of y'all are like taking Social Security or SSI or welfare, however you want to position that. That I'm not jealous about. I'm not. It's just the time that you're using when you could do something else. But the time that you're using, I'm just jealous at the fact that I guess really what I'm jealous about is that you guys have a lot of free time. I don't. I think that's what I'm jealous about. You guys have a lot of free time. I don't. But I look at that as a good problem, where you don't have a lot of time to do nothing and just be online. I think that's a good problem, where you're just always constantly busy. And then that means you're not going to always be on social media, unless if you're getting paid at least 6 figures. That's my mentality Because if you're not making six figures doing this online thing, you gotta just give up. That's my mind, my thought process. But I'm thinking, if I'm not making six figures a year, there's no way I'm doing this online thing every single day for $100 a day. That's insane. No, I ain't doing that. Sorry, can't be doing that. Because that'll eat me up inside, because then I'm going to be looking at myself and I'm going to be thinking to myself, I could have made more money. I could have. So, not spending time on here, maybe there's a possibility that I can do six figures doing this every day. I guess if I stay dedicated to one particular subject or niche. Maybe if I got sponsors. I don't know, like, something would have to change drastically to be sticking on here every single day, start making content all the time. I gotta make six figures at least doing this online. Because real life could hit you hard, you know. And especially when you gotta, like, run shit. So my hats to you guys who waste time doing this all the time. They're only making $100 a day. I salute to you guys, because that's your drive. That's your future. But I can't do it. But my videos are like 15, 20 minutes. Once in a blue moon, it could be like an hour or so, depending on how much time I have. But as of right now, yeah, as of right now, I gotta get going. All right, I'm done. Edmund the General signing out. I might do another one sometime. I can't even say when. But yeah, I'm done. Peace.